How long have you been together?
We've been together for 3 solid years, and I think I have some months now. Yes.
Oh.
3.5 years.
Oh, okay. So, other than your uncle, other than the cultural differences, everything has been fine with you two. Nothing else has been. No other challenge. You have not faced any other challenges apart from that.
Of course, we have challenges because we are two different people living together with different interests. My husband is always on the road. He's busy with the community, and I also do something different. I work with the children at the hospital. My interest is totally different from what he does.
Okay, so which brings me to the next question. What do you do? What do you do for a living? What is your business?
Well, I think I am a farmer, and I think that is in my blood. And apart from, I practice both arable and pastoralism, farming. So I grow maize, and I also keep some animals, which I think it is not in the interest of my wife. So usually we have to negotiate. But also I think I'm a person who doesn't feel good to just sit at home. I think when I'm not on the road, I still have to go to the field. Because I'm allergic, to be honest, to just sit at home the whole day, doing nothing. And also I don't watch movies. She does watch movies.
I love watching movies.
She loves movies.
And they refuse to watch movies.
But I've never watched a movie with her. Because I refuse. I say, no, I think I don't watch movies. I don't like movies.
Okay.
But I'm a music person.
Yeah, and he plays the music that I don't like.
Yeah, so I play Chirumba from Congo, which she doesn't like. So there are always, those challenges that we face due to different interests. And it has to do with the way you have been raised up. I was just joking when I was at my uncle's place, Mr. Kalambo. He was like, well, I was asking him, do you usually watch TV? So I was like, I've never watched a TV. I've got a TV in my bedroom, but I've never watched it. I was like, why? And I was like, no, I'm not just used to doing that. So I was like, well, I think I have the same problem also. Because right now the TV is maybe the 10th priority.
We don't have a TV.
We don't have a TV in the home. But to my wife, it is the first priority.
Yes.
But I'm considering buying a TV.
This year you're buying a TV.
Just for her. To compromise the situation. And the DSTV. But if I was just alone, I wouldn't have bought a TV. Because what I treasure the most, I think, is these technology gadgets. Phones, iPads, laptops, very latest ones. Okay. I would treasure that. Okay. I would buy an iPhone 4 than a television set, which is costing quarter the price. Yes.
iPhone.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're still with Mr. and Mrs. Mwape, and after the break, we'll go deeper into how they live right now and see how they overcame all the challenges that they had and that they've faced so far, and how they're living all in all. So, Mr. and Mrs. Mwape, before the break we talked about how different you two are and your differences in your interests and how your families were not, how especially your uncle was not for the idea of you being together. So now we want to know how you went past that, how you lived past your uncle, and how you still live past the differences that you have.
When my uncle was against that, us getting married, I made it clear to him that I love Fred and I'm going to marry him, whether he approves or he doesn't approve. And because I had the support of my real parents were not against us. They didn't even see the traditional difference or the tribal difference. So they supported myself and Fred getting married, and that's the reason why we had to go all the way to Pasama to get married. Then it's fair that I love Fred and I chose him. It was from the bottom of my heart. So those differences didn't matter at all. Then second, Fred is different from me. He's a farmer. I never used to farm. I just learned it from him. I've come to accept him like that and just to support and be part of that. Since now we are one, I have to do what he does. Even if I don't like it, I've been developing interest. I've been working on that. And I found it to be very interesting. Actually, farming is nice. It's just that I didn't grow up where they were farming a lot or where they were keeping cattle. So this time, I support everything that he does, and he also supports what I do.
Okay.
Yes.
And I think also we speak different language.
Yeah.
She speaks Bemba, and I speak Tonga. And I think I'm staying with my sister and my brother-in-law. So usually they speak Bemba, but I do not have a problem when they are speaking Bemba. Actually, I like it. Then I respond in Tonga.
Yeah.
Then they also understand Tonga. Then when they are responding back to me, they respond in Bemba. Then my child actually is trying to... She understands almost 3 languages, because most of the times, of course, we speak English. But there are times when, you just speak the local language. And yeah. So it is about accepting each other, how she is and how I am. So I've accepted her, so she can speak Bemba. There's no problem. And I think she also doesn't have a problem when I'm speaking Tonga. So I just see Bemba as a language just like Tonga. And also it's just a medium of, understanding each other. It's a medium. Language is just a medium for communication purposes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, how old is your child right now?
Our daughter Leandro is 2 years old.
And can she already speak now?
Yes, she can speak.
Yeah.
She can speak English. Sometimes she speaks a bit of Tonga and Bemba. Of course, she doesn't know which one is Tonga and Bemba.
I bet she's a handful, eh?
Wow, yeah. That's why in 2 years we say they are terrible twos. Yeah.
Okay, so what do you do right now? Like, Esther, what do you work? Are you a stay-at-home mother?
No, I work at the playroom. I work with sick children. I play with them. We use play therapy to help the healing, enhance the healing of those kids.
Okay. Yeah. And Mr. Mwape, other than farming, what else do you do?
I'm working for Matchworks. Currently, I'm Chief Executive Officer of Matchworks.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so how is your schedule like? Oh, you did talk about you traveling on the road, so I bet because of your work, that's why you travel so much?
Yes, it's because of my work at Matchworks.
Okay.
Yeah.
So listeners, we've been with Mr. and Mrs. Mwape, and we've seen how when they met they had some challenges and how they went past those challenges and are still together right now. So hopefully if there's a couple out there that is going through the same challenges, you can live and learn through what they have been through, and you can make your choices, or you can see how they made the choices and make your own choices, and hopefully you can be together, and you can also make your choices to be together as well. Thank you for being on the program, Mr. Mwape and Mrs. Mwape, and we hope that you two will enjoy a long life, and will have more blessings and hopefully even more children in years to come.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you, viewers. Goodbye. Thank you for joining us today. We were with Mr. and Mrs. Mwape, and my name is Mwape Chirumba. Join us next time on Deeper with Mwape.